Okay, everybody, I'm back up here to the logging trail food plots and the mineral lick. And that camera, the DIY solar panel camera I got on that logging road, the battery's not holding up. I don't know if you can see here or not, but it's down to 8%. So I'm up here today to try something else out to see if I can get this battery to stay a little better, keep a better charge. So we're going to head over here and see what we can do. I've got the camera up on my hat. Hopefully it's doing okay. Grab me a water. This is the third week in a row that I've been up here. Third Saturday in a row. And had a food plot on the logging road. That stuff should be coming up by now. There's been either some turkeys in here or some hogs won. Yeah, I believe that's hogs. Yeah, we've had hogs set back in here. I've got my 9mm with me today. Actually, I've pretty much got it with me all the time. Yeah, it's been hogs. I must have run into a hog down here. I'd sure try to give him lead poisoning. Might not do no good with it, but I'd try. The mineral lick camera is out of pictures. I'm gonna have to look into doing that, joining that SpyPoint club and get the extended plan for that camera, I'm afraid. I think when you join that SpyPoint club, you get a discount on those paid plans. Boy, it sure is some good water. Some mighty fine water. I've got the GoPro Hero 7 Black up here today. All I had been using was Hero 5 Blacks. And from what I understand, the 7s are a lot better. From what I have researched, the 6s had a lot of the same features as the 5s. And really wasn't worth upgrading from the 5 to the 6. but from what I gather, the 7s are quite a bit better than the 5. And the reason I went to a 7, the 5s, 6s, and 7s use the same batteries. And I've got quite a few extra batteries. And I hated to go to a camera that wouldn't use those batteries. That was the main reason. It's going to take me a little bit to figure out the camera settings. I've been playing with them a little bit. The 5s, and now I'm going to have to play with the 7. Sure do wish I'd get over here and that seed be sprouting up in this road. That'd tickle me to death. Put a lot of time and effort into this for it not to do anything. But if it don't, it's just the way it is. Just easing along. We got a new, looks like we got a new tree fell down. I'm not going to clear that out. I'm going to let it be. Well, yeah, people. I don't know if you all can see, but there's little bitty sprigs coming up. You can see them pretty much everywhere. That tickles me to death. Look up through there. Alright, so our seed is sprouting up. See them? Here on this bank. That tickles me to death. Oh yeah, up through here around these rocks. Look at this, where the rocks caught the seeds. Yeah, buddy. Probably making you all dizzy. Alright, right here's the logging road camera. And I've got to get into that box right there. And I'm going to try something with a battery pack. Okay, I'm going to pull this cover off this junction box. Had to peel the tape off of the screws. Had the screws covered up with tape. Hope I don't lose these screws. And I don't know if you all can see what I'm doing here or not. Hopefully you can. First time I've ever did the camera up on my cap like this. And also I'm going to have to move that solar panel back around that away. I turned it that away the last time I was up here and that was a mistake. It needs to go more to the left. I'll do that here before I leave. Woodpeckers are giving it heck today here. Okay. You can see I had some foam in the covering and in there. But I'm getting ready to have to do away with all that because this thing's going to be packed plumb full of batteries. I hope. Getting ready to find out. You can tell I had it packed in there with foam. What I'm going to do, going from one battery pack if I can get it out of my pocket. Going from 1 to 2. I'm hoping I can get them to go in this box. And that's got the same plug as that one does. It should hold a better charge. It's just a matter if I don't know if I can get it all packed up in this box or not. Getting ready to find out. They're going to have to lay in there like that and like that if they will. Looky there. Wow. Okay. Now that's only going to give me just enough room to pack all these wires back up in there. Let me get this organized a little better and then I'll come back. Okay, I think I've about got this thing. It don't look pretty, but as long as I can get it to work. If I ever do another one, I'll be conscious about the how long the wires are. Just get a screw started. That one started. started. Another one started. I think that's the last one started. Alright, that's pulling up. That one's pulling up. I keep feeling for the camera to see if it's seems like it's pointed in the right direction. I hope it is. About got all that. Okay. Now I'm going to take just a little piece of tape and tape over all these screws because they're liable to end up paint coming off and be silver, which it ain't gonna matter. Only way you're gonna keep somebody from stealing this is if they're an honest person, because it pretty well sticks out like a sore thumb. But anyway, there we go on that. Then I'm gonna put a piece of tape across the top for sure to try to keep water out. I don't know how well that box has a seal on it. So I'm hoping that the seal will do its job. Better to be safe than sorry. I should have started from the bottom and worked my way up. That way water wouldn't run up and under anymore though, but too late now. Too late now. And I had some more of this tape over in the Pioneer 520. I just didn't think about bringing any more with me. Okay, now I can pull my sticks back around. That one don't even need to be in there. Worry about it here in a few minutes. I've got you all hung in a limb. Straps I got from Amazon. The woodpeckers are going crazy. Okay, now we're all strapped back down. Just trying to put some branches around it to kind of help break it up. Probably not going to do any good. Like I said, only keep the honest man honest. Okay, now I'm going to take this pole and try to push that solar panel back to the left a little bit. I pushed it to the right. Last time I was hearing the battery kept losing more and more charge out of the way. So I'm assuming I went the wrong way. All right. had several of these little old limbs. Winged up. That's another good thing about having this road blowed out. You can walk around through here and be quiet as a mouse. The mineral lake's just right around here. No, there ain't nothing there. Nothing at the mineral lake. That's a good thing, though. Don't look like any of this seed's sprouting up here yet. I just planted and sowed it last weekend, so it hasn't had time. It'll be coming up soon though. I bet it'll be sprouting and coming up by next week. I'm going to put another camera watching this hill right here, this road. Need to find a place for it. Got some hog tracks here. There's one big old hog in here. Big old hog. Alright, I'm going to find somewhere to put this camera and then I'll be back. Alright, I got this camera mounted. I'm going to see if I can get any signal right here. I'm going to be watching right down that road right there. Hopefully it'll get a signal. We want to find out. Could take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, according to SpyPoint. I sure hope it gets a signal right here. Seen a red light flash there for a second. It's not a good sign. Been 2 minutes right now. when another red light. I don't know what that red light means. Peel this tape back where we can see them two lights right there. If it goes to arming, counting down, that means it's getting a signal. Coming up on 3 minutes. I hope this footage turned out pretty good on this hack clip. First time I've done that, like I said earlier. Keep repeating myself, I guess. I got another camera, the SpyPoint Link Micro LTE is right up there. And it's pointed down at the ground pretty hard, and I'd like to go up there and raise it up a little bit before I leave. I was wanting to walk around that logging road to see where that logging road came out at. If it comes out where I think it does, it'll be good. When another red light. Alright, we'll break away here a minute and see what happens. Then I'll come back or when another red light. Okay, it's counting down like it's got a signal. We're going to watch it here and see what it does. Alright, I think this thing armed. I'm going to take this tape off. Alright, it took a picture. And now it's sending, and that looks orange to me. So, take this tape off, protective tape. That's not red, that's orange. Looks close to red. That's sending a picture. All right. We'll see how this goes. All right, that thing's looking right down through there. So we'll see how this works out. Like I said, there's no seed sprouted here yet. It'll take it a couple of weeks. I'm going to mark this camera right here on my phone on the Onyx Hunt. Trail camera, yellow. West, logging road, camera. Save. Alrighty. I don't think I've got enough signal here to view. Nope. Just got 1X. No internet connection, so we'll worry about that when we get up there. Alright. Well, he's on up there, out of here, and I'm going to go up here, I guess, and raise that solar camera up there up. And I really hope somebody don't come in here and steal these cameras. That would suck. I hunted here a long time ago. I want to say, thought I seen a big hog down there. It's a log. I hunted right here on this ridge where the mineral lake's at. It's a good 20 to 25 years ago. And I saw one heck of a buck. It hadn't been logged. It wasn't that thick then. And they come in and logged it, and I never would come back. And that's been a long time since they logged it. And that buck, I'd went down the ridge there and went over the edge, and I was sitting in a hole where a tree had fell, the root ball, and there was two does come down through there right beside me. And then here in a few minutes, it wasn't even that long, it was 30 seconds or 45 seconds, something. Wasn't long at all. I heard him coming, and he was right behind them, and he ran down right beside me, and I'd already stood up and had a rest on the tree and everything, and I had a bad shell. It shot, but it was weak, and that was a Winchester 30-06 shell. And me and Mike Fritz was with me. He hunted away on the other mountain over there. And when we got back together, I told him I shot at one, and the shell was a dud. And he said, "Was that you shot?" And I said, "Yeah." He said it sounded like a pistol, and it was a 30-06. So anyway, then sometime, I don't know if it's before or after, I'm going to say it was after, way back that knob right there, but back on the other side of the mountain, there's a rock bluff. I was sitting there, and I was grunting, and a big buck, I had some does down and under me feeding, and I was grunting, and that buck was coming in. That was another big buck, and about 50 or 60 yards before he got to me, there was a guy sitting on that rock bluff, and he shot at it and it moving. He was He wasn't running, but he wasn't walking. He was trotting. And that guy shot at that deer. And as far as I know, he missed him. But that was 2 big bucks right here in this area. And I never really put 2 and 2 together until this past year. We lost our hunting lease, and my son went to wanting to hunt back up on this mountain, Ashton, and we hunted up here, and then we got the Onyx Hunt app helped us a lot. Then we went to putting 2 and 2 together, and I connected the dots. The same deer that run down in here run right up in there where I saw that other one. So anytime you can hunt somewhere in an area and around here and see some pretty good bucks, you better keep hunting that spot. That's just my belief. That's my opinion. So that's what inspired us to do all this. And we're not planting these logging roads to hunt on, hunt over. We're just doing that to help the deer have something to eat. And then putting these cameras up here, it helps us kind of know what's in the area. We'll know whether we want to hunt here or somewhere else. So that's pretty much kind of the story about this place. And as far as I know, there's not many people who hunt this area right here. It's one of those places that people drive right on by, they pass it up. There's where a big hog slid. Well, I'd like to see a big hog right now. I'd sure put the lead in its direction. And I blew out right up here a little and planted some seed right here in front of us. I don't know, about a 20 or 25 yard little stretch. I'm just curious to see what'll happen here. That camera's right up here. I don't see nothing sprouting here yet neither. Of course, it's too early for it. Right directly ahead of us, that bigger tree up there, is that camera. You can see the strap. I've got that camera angled down. I put a stick behind it at the top and it angled it away too much. So we're going to take that stick out. And angle it up a little bit. And I know I've got tunes up in the grapevine and everything else. That helped it a lot right there. I'll slide this over and get this strap pulled down. And I'll pull the camera back over here in a minute. I kind of go overboard on these straps. Things flopping in the wind draw attention. And not necessarily to the animals. That looks a lot better. It's looking right out through there. Okay. And leaves on out of here. I sold this little jay right here. This is about 25 yards. Sold it up on the bank. And I'm going to follow this logging road around and see where it comes out.